correct. For you as an individual signing an arbitration agreement, you're signing away your rights to sue. And if you try to sue them, they're going to take you to court. And most likely they're going to win that argument. But as I said, we're going to start off going through this contract of Wel Companies. And we're going to start off with the very first page, which is their arbitration agreement. Now, what is arbitration? Arbitration is a method where if you have a dispute with Wel Companies, rather than you filing a lawsuit in civil court against them and that becoming public record, they want you to go through arbitration. And the truth of the matter is, and please feel free to research this on your own, truth of the matter is, whenever you go into arbitration, the odds are already stacked against you, and I'll tell you why. Number one, these arbitrators are mostly former lawyers, judges, things like that. Most companies, such as Wel Companies, use the same arbitration firm again and again and again to settle civil suits, settle civil actions. So they're a repeat customer, and you're a one-time Charlie. If you go and spend the time doing the research, you'll see that arbitration is not a good thing for you. It's a great thing for the companies, for Wel Companies, because number one, when you file a civil suit against someone, it becomes a matter of public record. That stains their reputation. They can get media coverage and all. That is very unflattering towards them, and they don't want that. Not to mention that, they lose, their insurance is going to go up. Because there's going to be higher premiums, which means a smaller bottom line for them. Everything in the contract, not just the arbitration contract, but in their whole lease purchase and lease contracts, is stacked against you and heavily favored towards them. Now, fortunately for you, if you, and please, laws vary from state to state to state, not that drastically, but they do vary. Please talk to an attorney in your home state to validate that what I'm telling you is true and correct, because there might be some slight differences. The way the law works is that when a contract is written that heavily favors the party writing the contract, then in a court of law, benefit of the doubt goes to the party that did not write the contract. Now, in a civil action, it is not based on proof beyond a reasonable doubt. That's criminal action. Civil actions are based on a preponderance of the evidence. So if you've got, let's say you've got emails from a Wel Companies recruiter, and in those emails, oh man, the money's real. We've got lease purchase guys that are taking home $2,000, $2,500 a week, $1,800 a week, whatever. And you go through and you sign all this paperwork, and you spend 2 or 3 or 6 months there, and then you walk away. You've not made the kind of money that you were led to believe. Well, in a court of law, in a civil action, those emails that they provided, that they sent you, combined with the reality of the pay stubs that you got, that's a preponderance of the evidence, and Wel Companies would lose, and they know damn well they would lose. they don't want to take that chance, which is why they want you to sign an arbitration agreement, because you're giving up your right to sue them, and you're agreeing that any disagreement you have with the company, if you can't work it out between you and them, you're going to go into arbitration. And when you go into arbitration, you lose. So that's the very first document that they're going to present you when it comes time to sign all your paperwork. There is an opt-out. So if you do sign that, and I encourage you to not sign that, at least postpone signing it until you had a chance to have your legal counsel review it and explain it to you in its entirety. But whenever you sign that, you sign away your legal right to sue them. There's an opt-out. You have to submit that opt-out in writing within 30 days of signing that arbitration agreement. For you as an individual, there is no upside to you signing an arbitration agreement. Not just with Wel Company, but with anyone. There is no upside for you. And like I said, don't take my word for it. Please go research this for yourself. Go to Google and just type in something like, what is an arbitration agreement? Should I sign an arbitration agreement? Read, what all the information you could find online, and you'll see what I'm telling you is spot on correct. For you as an individual, signing an arbitration agreement, you're signing away your rights to sue. And if you try to sue them, they're going to take you to court, and most likely they're going to win that argument. But there is an upside within their own agreement, and I'll get into this in a later video. But within their own agreement, they have a built-in function that screws them in most cases. And I'll tell you what that is in one of the upcoming videos. But again, that arbitration agreement is the very first document that you're going to sign whenever it comes time to sign your lease, where you're leasing the truck, your lease purchase agreement, where you're leasing the truck from Wel Companies. And then there's another lease that you sign at the same time that leases the truck onto Wel Companies. So you're leasing the truck, doing a lease purchase from their leasing company. I think it's like Teelan's Leasing or something like that. You're signing an agreement to do a lease purchase on this truck, on this piece of equipment, and it has all the truck's information. Then there's another lease agreement where you're leasing it on to Wel Companies, the carrier, to run under their authority and haul their freight and blah, blah, blah. So just take your time. Don't rush in. Read stuff. I'll see you on the next one.